First of all, what was the biggest factor in your decision to become the Everton manager?
Good morning to everyone. The biggest factor was the ambition of the club, the history that this club has, the tradition, the atmosphere of the supporter. So this is all the reason. Also the fact that this club, we want to improve, want to be a better team, we want to compete. And so this were the reason that, because I decided to come here.
We saw you on Saturday when the players came out, and your reaction was, wow. The chairman said you're loving Everton. Is that how you feel about it already? You are loving the football club?
But honestly, they were all the people that I met on Saturday, they were really kind, the owner, the chairman, all the board, all the supporters. So it was a really good day for me. And after that, I saw the game, I saw the team. I have my idea of the team, of the squad. And today, I start to work with a lot of commitment. And I am really excited. I want to start, and I want to try my best to help the team to be better and to help the club to be competitive and to give happiness to the supporters, because it's a lot of time that this club didn't win. And so this takes time. It takes time. It will not be overnight, but we have to be patient and with a clear idea, with a clear focus. And I'm sure that we are going to improve quickly.
What then are your thoughts? What are your ideas for this current squad?
I think that the squad is good. There is a good mix from experienced players, as players where you can see a sense of belonging. The team, like Coleman, like Baines, and so you have experienced players, you have young players, so it is a good mix, I think. And I am satisfied for the squad. Of course, we have to improve, we can improve, but the first thing is we have in this period, we have really important games, a lot of games. We have to be focused there. And after that, with the board, with Marcel, we can talk about how we can improve this team. But the first idea now for me is we have only 3 days to prepare the next game against Burnley, and we have to be focused there.
I have to ask you, though, what business will you be looking to do in the January transfer window?
I think it's correct that you ask. It's for me, don't answer to this. And so, as I said, we have this 3 games. I think every one of us, also the board, also the director of football, is focused to put the better team, the best team on the pitch and to try to win game, because the most important thing now is the result, I think. And after that, we can talk about everything.
I'll put it a slightly different way then, though, because since Farhad Moshiri's been here, over £240 million net spend. So what money is there for new players coming in? What have you been promised in terms of a budget, transfer-wise?
But what I know, talking with the president, with Farhad, is that the squad, the team the club wants to be competitive in Premier League. And so for me, this is enough. And after that, together, I think, we have to do the right way, the right to improve. The fact that the club wants to build a new stadium, and I know that today is a really important day. This means that the ambition of the club is really high, and I am excited to be in this project.
I promise just one more on transfers, and it's only because this name keeps getting linked because you're here. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, is he going to be joining you here at Everton Football Club?
Zlatan Ibrahimovic is a good friend of mine. He was my player, but fortunately, I have trained a lot of good players, a lot of fantastic players. But I think that Ibrahimovic, he finished his period in the United States, and really I don't know what is his idea. I don't know. I have to call him, and maybe I'm going to call him. Just if you want to come to Liverpool to enjoy, he can come.
He'd be a good
But
figure.
not to play.
If you were to bring him here, it'd be a good figure, though, for someone like Moise Kean, say, to learn off.
Moise Kean, he did really well last year. We were involved when I was in Napoli to try to buy him. He signed for Everton. I think he's a really good player with a lot of talent. He showed fantastic talent last year in Juventus, also if he didn't play a lot. But we have to consider that he's 19 years old, and for every player that change country, that change teams, he need sometimes of adaptation, I think. And we have to wait, we have to work on him, every one of us, to improve his quality, to be a better professional, and so. But he has a top quality.
Just finally, from me then, Carlo, what do you believe is still achievable this season?
To improve our table, I think that our table is to try to be closer to the top compared to the bottom. That's it. Our goal to try to play better football, I think, because this player have the quality to play better. I saw the last 4 games. I think that Duncan had a fantastic job because the team showed a fantastic spirit, my opinion, against Chelsea, against United, Leicester, and also Arsenal. The spirit was really good. I really enjoyed it. And after that, we have to try to play attracting football. I saw also how the supporter push the team forward, and I think this is good. They want to see an offensive football, and I would like to put in the team a good style of football. I don't know if I'm able, but I will try.
Long-term aims, Champions League qualification, trophies?
Yeah, this is the long-term goal, objective, to be competitive in Premier League. Of course, Premier League is a really competitive league. Everyone knows it. There are a lot of fantastic teams here, but the goal of the club has to be this. We want to be ambitious, and so this is the goal. And of course, to be competitive also in Europe could be good.
Hello, Carlo. As you mentioned earlier, Burnley is your first Premier League match coming up. So given that you've only got 2-3 days to work with your players, what will be your first objective? What can you do between now and then?
I don't want to change a lot, of course, in 3 days. It's difficult to change. We have to start from the fact that, as I said, the team in the last games showed a good spirit. And we have to use this to try to win the game against Burnley. That is really important. And of course, in those 3 days, you cannot do a lot, but I want to put some ideas of football that I would like to play in this first training that we had before the game, that we are going to have before the game.
How much Premier League football have you managed to watch since, obviously, you left Chelsea a few years ago now?
I think that for a manager now, you can see football everywhere in the world. So Premier League is one of the most competitive league, and so in Italy you can see every single game. So there are no secret in football. Maybe today, above all today, where you can see match every single hour of the day.
And you're the only manager so far this season that's managed to beat Liverpool's first team, which will delight Everton fans, I'm sure. So maybe have you already got the secret to beating them in the FA Cup in a couple of weeks' time?
I think the Evertonian knows my score against Liverpool, and I think that they will be happy for this. It's true that we beat Liverpool this season. It's a big rival here, but this is a good motivation for us.
Carlo, everybody knows your managerial history, your playing history, the clubs that you've been at have all been clubs who've competed to win the Champions League or competed in the Champions League. What is the attraction for you at this stage in your career to come to a club like Everton, which is, with respect, not like the clubs that you've been at before?
The attraction is the tradition, the history of the club. It's one of the biggest team in Italy, in England. It's true that I manage a top team. That is also true. For example, when I was in Paris Saint-Germain, the project was really good there, and that attracted me. So the ambition of the club, and I think here is the same. It's not true that I only manage top teams. Sometimes I manage in Italy in Championship at the beginning, and after that I managed Parma. That was not a top team. And so I like the team that has ambition and has a clear idea how to reach the success. And so looking here, for example, I went to the training ground yesterday. There was a fantastic training ground. It is a fantastic training ground. The fact that the club wants to build a new stadium, that means that they have a clear idea how to improve and to have success. And so it takes time. I don't know how long. Of course, for me, it could be good to be here when the new stadium will be open. And so this is what attracted me.
But a lot of people will say, well, the 6 teams who are at the top, not the top now, but Liverpool have a massive stadium, European champions, Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal have this big infrastructure. Everton can't hope to get anywhere near that in the time that you're going to be at the club. There's not a lot of glamour about Everton at the moment.
Depends, because if in 3 years the stadium will be built, and so could be good. And so, but it's true that the revenue in football now is really important. But Everton wants to improve. The fact that they want to build a new stadium wants to improve the revenue to be more competitive with the top teams in Premier League and in Europe.
And you spoke about Zlatan. Do you think your presence will allow Everton to bring players to the club that they've never had before?
I don't know. I don't know this. But I'm not the manager that is not... I'm not used to work alone. So I want to speak with the club. We have to speak. We have to work together, find the right solution. If there is a possibility to improve the squad with any other players, I don't know. I don't know if it's helpful that some player wants to come here because I am here. It happened. It happened in the past sometimes, but I think that there are a lot of fantastic players around the world. It's important to choose the right one that can improve our squad.
And just finally from me, as one of the biggest figures in world football at the moment, could you give me your thoughts on issues that have happened in Italy and happened in England yesterday in terms of racism and how football goes about trying to combat this problem?
It's a problem everywhere. I had a big fight last year in Italy when Koulibaly was abused about dressing at the stadium in Milan. And I think that we have to be strong there. The football cannot allow people to abuse racism. So the FA, the federation, all the federation around the world has to be really tough and strong against this.
Okay. Alessandro Algiato.
Good morning.
Good morning. Ciao. Carlo, you won a lot during your career. Do you have a new dream about the future?
My dream is, I love to train, I love to manage, and my dream is I am really passionate on my job. My dream is, now I work for Everton, that is a fantastic club, and my dream is to bring a Everton in the top position of the Premier League as soon as possible.
How does it feel to beat Liverpool?
Feel good. Feel good. Honestly, I have a really good relationship with Jurgen Klopp, but he's always excited play against them. Of course, beat them. That is not. They are not useful to lose, but it was a good day for me. I know how Everton supporter wants beat Liverpool, and but we don't have to wait a lot. We have the game on 5th of January, and so we will test each other soon.
But it's not a mission impossible because you
It's
won
not a
with
mission
Napoli.
impossible. Nothing is impossible in football.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's one more, Andy. Just how's it going to work with Duncan Ferguson as well, Carlo? Because obviously he's done really well.
I met Duncan just after the game. He will be in my staff. He will be assistant. I think that is really important for me. I am used to work with an assistant from the club. I had in Paris Saint-Germain Makelele. I had Zidane in Real Madrid. I had Sagnol in Bayern. So because it's important, because I think Duncan knows really well the characteristic of the player, knows really well the atmosphere at the training ground, the atmosphere, and so it will be really helpful for me.
Have you confirmed all your backroom staff now that you're free? Will David be here with you as well?
Yes, exactly. We have Davide, we have Duncan, we have a physical trainer, we have another assistant coach. Goalkeeping coach is the goalkeeping coach that was here before.
Alan Kelly or?
Alan Kelly.